Have you ever picked up a book thinking it's about one thing and then it ends up taking you down fascinating rabbit holes? That's exactly what happened to me with two nonfiction books I read and I can't stop thinking about. I'm not a big nonfiction reader, but these two books read like fiction. The library book by Susan Orlean and The Lost Gutenberg by Margaret Leslie Davis. Both of them start with a simple idea, libraries and books. But then they open up these incredible world of stories. First, the library book. It starts with a real mystery, a massive fire at the Los Angeles Public Library in 1986. You learn how devastating it was. Hundreds of thousands of books were damaged and destroyed. But what fascinated me were all the unexpected things that the book taught me along the way. The fire is really only about a third of the book. The rest is filled with interesting people, side stories, and basically an homage to libraries in general. For example, I had no idea there are teams of specialists who literally freeze wet books and dry them in giant vacuum chambers to save them. And the book introduces these wonderfully colorful head librarians throughout history, some of them truly eccentric personalities. But what really stuck with me was how the role of libraries has changed. They're not just quiet places with books anymore. Libraries help people find jobs, learn technologies, and connect with their communities. They've really become one of the last truly free public spaces we have. I've actually made a few videos about using free library equipment like 3D printers and laser cutters, so I'll link those below if you're curious. Then I read The Lost Gutenberg, and it had the same rabbit hole feeling. And honestly, I'm still not sure why the book calls it lost, because it was never actually lost. This book tells the story of one copy of the Gutenberg Bible and its 500-year journey through history. Along the way, you learn about Johannes Gutenberg, the inventor of movable type, and basically changed the world. In fact, he was named one of People magazine's People of the Century in 1999. What fascinated me was learning about all the things he had to perfect: the paper, the ink, even the font. Printing suddenly made books far more accessible and helped spread literacy far beyond just the wealthy. The book also dives into the fascinating world of rare book collectors. Some people spend fortune chasing these historic books. This particular Gutenberg Bible travels through monasteries, collectors, and dealers before eventually ending up in Japan, where it was digitized and is now viewable online for free. Another interesting detail is that each of the surviving Gutenberg Bibles is slightly different. After they were printed, artists sometimes added decorative artwork and hand lettering. So if you look at pages from different copies online, you can actually see the differences. If you're interested in either of these books, I'll put links in the description below. Just a quick note that I'm an Amazon affiliate, so if you happen to buy through those links, I may earn a small commission, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. Or, of course, you can check it out at your local library for free. So both books start with something simple, libraries and books, but they end up exploring history, technology, human personalities, disasters, collectors, and how knowledge moves through the world. If you love nonfiction that teaches you all kinds of surprising things along the way, I highly recommend both of these books. They're the kind of books where you finish a chapter and immediately think, wow, I didn't know that. And if you have a book like that, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for my next great read.